we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
Yeah, it's very early in MP's career, but so far, so good. I know it's a major goal for him to win Rookie of the Year. If he continues to play at this level, MP has a good chance to take home that award.
Grant, it's hard not to dwell on the fact that MP has moved past Jordan's total. The 86-87 season, he had 3,041 points. That was MJ's highest scoring season ever.
As much of a killer instinct as Jordan had, MP may be even more driven. He doesn't just want to win. He wants to do maximum damage.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the 4. For 3, Dimon. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Utah's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Bailey. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. A perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Galloway, the pass to Bailey. Here's Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Markkanen. MP outside. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. MP's got 9.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
On the wing man. Pass to Wolf. Now here's Thomas. To the paint. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Now here's Filipowski. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. When Cam Thomas has the ball, Richard, it can be a tough cover for the defense.
You watch for screens and then you have to choose. If you overplay him, he'll drive to his mid-range shot. But if you gap him, he can hit the triple 2.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Here's Dimon. Kessler with a rebound. Here's Utah. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Galloway. Kessler passes to MP. Here's Filipowski. From deep, MP gets the 3 to fall. He's got 15.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Claxton against Kessler. Back to Claxton. Pass to Mann. Now Claxton. Screen by Claxton. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. MP shot is good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Nets trail by 12. Pass to Wolf. Man with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Outside man. Here's Dimon. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Kessler with a rebound.
And to put things simply, this has not been his goal.
And MP throws it down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Let's see some of the numbers here for MP. for three. It's hauled in by Wolf. Nets trail by 12. For three, Demon. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Demon, following the 3 by Utah. Pass to Man. Driving to the basket. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Marketing outside. Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. Utah, the rebound. Kessler finds MP. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 26 points.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Man. Here's Wolf. Here's Dimon. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Claxton. Banked it in off the glass. Claxton's got his second basket on the night.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
Galloway, the pass to Bailey. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Inside. Demon, that's good. Demon's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And stolen by Claxton. Pass to Demon. And stolen by Markkanen. And here's Filipowski. To the inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Claxton. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Filipowski. They lead by 17. Bailey, the pass to MP. Launches a 3. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise. So on the floor for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Then it's Zaire Williams, and it's Clowney in at the power forward position. Now here's Williams. Give him 8. Pass to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Filipowski.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Back to Galloway. Launches it. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Dimon. And the Nets miss again. Jazz leading by 20. Markkanen finds MP. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. Back to MP. Pass to Markkanen. Takes the 3. The rebound by Dimon. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Utah's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Back to MP. Here's Collier. Now here's MP. From outside the arc. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Pass to Wolf. Now here's Williams. It's guarded by Markkanen. For 3, Demon gets the 3 ball to go. Demon's got 9.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's MP. Give him 35 from the arc. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's stolen by MP. To the right side. Here's Sensabaugh. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Kessler, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. MP finds Markkanen. Back to Galloway. Now Filipowski. Pass to Galloway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Kessler passes to Galloway. Fires in the triple. Galloway's got 41.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The kick out to Williams. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And as we start to wrap up voting, this list of contenders for the three-point contest begins to take its final form. And I gotta say, this is an impressive collection of talent.
Yeah, it sure is, B.A. Every single one of these guys has a clean shot at taking home the trophy. They are all elite shooters from three-point range.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
The voting is just about over. We'll keep you updated. This is just a tremendous list.
And each year that passes by, it becomes more and more difficult to pick a field. So many talented shooters in the NBA right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors really contributed. He scored 17 points, and thanks to his assertiveness, he drew a number of fouls, getting himself to the line. He's been on a real hot streak of late, and I think everyone wants to see just how long he can keep this up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. He was aggressive in that game, really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Thomas, that's good.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
Utah leading by 23. Pass to Collier. Back to Galloway. The three is up. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Kessler against Claxton. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Wolf, averaging around 5 points a game. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Thomas from the arc, and the net's another 3.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Bailey's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Nets. Man, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Bailey, 5 points in the game. And here's MP from outside. That one is off. Brooklyn has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Thomas misses. Utah leading by 23. Pass to Bailey. And here's MP. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. MP's got 47 points. Here's Wolf. Out left to the wing. For 3, Demon. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
MP outside. Pass to Filipowski. Back to MP. There's the 3. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Filipowski. Bailey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Thomas outside. Now here's Mann. It's stolen by MP. On the wing, MP. Markkanen, the pass to Galloway. Good. He hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll be the first of a 5-game tour around the league. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Chris.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro.
MP getting it done for the Jazz. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
We've heard the saying, live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they're living by it and living well.
Moving on to our next. And that's a wrap on half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
MP is out there with Bailey. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Pass to Dimon. He shoots a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Markkanen outside. From deep, MP. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside man. The 3. The rebound by Filipowski.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Back to Galloway. Fires for 3. Sinks it from distance. Galloway's got 56 in the game.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Outside man. For 3, Dimon. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's MP from outside. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Outside man. Pass to Dimon. Now Thomas fires the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bailey, the pass to MP. Utah moving the ball around. Here's the 3. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Thomas. To the wing, right side. Can they get it? And it's Dimon missing.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
And finished off by Kessler.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Thomas passes to Claxton. 3-pointer. Man misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Galloway. There's the triple. And another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
The Nets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside man. Here's Wolf. Back to man. For 3, Demon. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing. MP outside. Puts up a 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Nice shot by MP. Great touch from outside.
And Brooklyn with possession here. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by MP. To the middle. Here's Bailey. Rebound Brooklyn.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And the foul called on MP. We're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. So on the floor for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Wolf in at the 4. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead. Push. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Brad Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
He just had his all-time moment, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's single-season points record. Him and Wilt are still the only players in NBA history with over 4,000 points in a year. He told me he hopes to add to this record tonight. I'm betting he will, guys.
I'm with you. No doubt about that. And we talked about it for a few games now. But MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, they say to set realistic goals, and I'd say that goal is very realistic with the way he's played to this point. He is having a phenomenal rookie season.
All right, time to go to the sidelines and revisit just how amazing MP has been this season.
Thank you, guys. This year we've seen him pile up 50-point performances again and again, and he set a record doing it. He now has the most 50-point games in a single season, another accolade for what's been a jaw-dropping season from him.
Yeah, he just makes it look easy, just pouring it in every night. The starters for Utah. Kyle Anderson is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's MP, then it's Walker Kessler, and it's George in at the 2. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. A deep 3 from MP. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
And it's blocked by Kessler. Releases. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Pass to Champagny. Kispert, left side. Now here's Sarr. Outside Carrington. Here's Kispert. Launches a 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now Kessler. George outside. From deep, MP. Sarr pulls it in.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Carrington, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. just couldn't find the mark.
Back to Galloway. Fires the three. Counted from distance. MP's got 11 points. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall, and the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Back to Carrington. They set the pick. Fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Johnson with a bucket.
And right there, Johnson electing to go mid-range. Nice old school stuff from the rookie.
For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch four who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Something Kessler does so well. A towering 7-footer who takes pride in protecting the rim.
And here comes the break. Carrington with it, picked up by Markkanen. Kispert outside, lets it go from deep. The rebound by Markkanen. The Jazz have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Back to Galloway, puts up a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Champagny. And here's Kispert. Here's Champagny. George over to help. 4 on the clock. Here's Sarr. And Galloway pulls it down. Utah leading by 5. It's Markkanen on the wing. MP against Johnson. Pass to Kessler. MP scanning the floor. Now here's Anderson. Launches it. Sarr pulls it in. Here's Johnson, covered by MP. Kispert outside to win the cold spell. The shot misses.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to MP. From downtown, it goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Jazz. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at number 1 as the postseason approaches.
Now, checking out the Jazz, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
And the shot goes down. Sarr's got 5 points.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Utah grabs the miss. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going. Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Koulibaly. Washington moving the ball around. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, and what a slam by Johnson. I like when he goes up with aggression.
Jazz leading by 17. So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got MP, Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Collier, and it's Filipowski in at the 5. And here's MP from outside. Kispert grabs a miss. Washington has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Back to Markkanen. It's Anderson on the wing. MP outside. Here's the 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And that's what you get with Johnson. He is always hunting for good looks.
Now here's Anderson. No made baskets yet. Let's go with a 3. Here's Filipowski. That one drops for him. And the Jazz lead by 20.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Outside Koulibaly. They double him with MP. Johnson for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to MP. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Champagny. Outside Johnson. No good with a layup. Jazz leading by 23. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Sars checked in for Washington. Carrington comes in for Whitmore. Then for Utah, Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And it's George in for Collier. Utah on D. Here's Champagny. 6 points for him. From deep, Johnson. Anderson pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Markkanen finds MP. Back to Markkanen. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Utah cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word.
And now,
we'll get to the first half action.
You take a look at Utah. They're in that #1 spot for a reason, playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Wizards.
They're getting destroyed inside.
And that is going to do it for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Kispert, then there's Sar, and it's Champagny at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Yeah, an elite scorer in college. Johnson's capable of doing the same in the NBA.
Now here's MP. Outside, Anderson. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Washington. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them.
Well, Johnson doesn't just take a lot of threes. He makes them, too.
To the inside, Galloway. And MP throws it down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And the foul called on MP. That's it. And here's Coulibaly. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. Then it's MP, and it's Collier in at the shooting guard.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Johnson. There's the three. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Gill. The three. He can't hit that time.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Here's Filipowski. Again, Utah good for two. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Champagny. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Carrington. Saw a screen. And here's Kispert. Takes the three. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Utah has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. The 3 ball. And again. For 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about them.
MP, that was an incredibly gutsy performance out there. You were clearly hampered by your ankle. But what was it like for you to play on it?
Well, we have a great training staff. They gave me some treatment, got me ready to get out here so I can perform for my team, you know? There's no excuses. At this point, everyone has injuries, but we have to, you know, just keep competing, and that's what I did.
We appreciate your time, MP.
Always.
Brian, back to you.
Dominic, thank you very much. And that'll do it, folks. Floor stand.